I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Are we going to attempt to get Ballad of Gay Tony to work again? Probably not, because last night people said, forget Gay Tony, play Silk Song, and I did, and people loved it. And we do not have time for another game. So like I said, the rotation right now is Metal Gear Solid Delta, Suikoden 2 HD, Chronos The New Dawn, the Gears of War Reloaded campaign, and probably later multiplayer, and now Hollow Knight Silk Song, and then every once in a while, Capcom versus SNK 2 for fighting games. That's the lineup right now. And I feel like we'll play that for like the next 2+ weeks until we get to the new games at the end of the month. We just don't have time for another one. So if we're going to play all those games, that's the schedule. Okay? No, I never played Ultima Online, and no, I don't buy video games on Amazon. Someone tipped $2 says, I don't think people would care if you played Ballad of Gay Tony without any mods, because it's been a long time and it would be fresh. But you have to understand something. If I play it with no mods, it's just going to be a high-resolution Xbox 360 game. It's going to have terrible textures, terrible character models, awful lighting, none of the features that were just in my GTA4 playthrough. It'd be like an insane step down from what we just did for the last 2 months. It's going to be incredibly noticeable, okay? And like I said, we are already moving forward with stuff that you guys want. So that's that. That's exactly right. It would be like doing a podcast or a hangout session like this without RGBs. Can you imagine me doing this without RGBs? With how far we've come? Absolutely not. We need the RGBs. We can't, once you go forward, you can't go backward. You don't go 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back. You go 2 steps forward and then you plant yourself down in place. You say, I'm not budging. We got this far. I'm never going back. That's how you handle life, all right? My chat is frozen on YouTube. Are you guys talking on YouTube or did my chat actually freeze? Hello, YouTube viewers, are you there? Okay, it just started moving again. It actually does look like it was frozen. Okay, cool. All right, well, thank you for the initial support. So as I've already stated, let's lay it out again. We're at 44 out of 50 goals. When we hit 50 goals, it's time for a new DSP Tries It. There's a new Decades menu at Taco Bell starting on Tuesday, September 9th. If we hit 50 goals by the first stream of Tuesday, September 9th, we will do the Decades menu on release day. We will do an audible and change it around. Now, if we hit 50 goals before Tuesday, then we will do DSP Tries It, Katsu Burger, The Return. But I feel like Taco Bell is more exciting, don't you? So let's hit these goals by Tuesday. Let's do it. Let's get support. Let's hit the goals. Let's do it on release day. Lego Inventor says, the RGB lighting will look better if we did all white panels. You're right. I know that. I'm thinking about eventually buying them, except guess what? They don't make them anymore. But these panels actually are out of print, and if you buy them now, you're basically buying ones that were already pre-manufactured. You can't buy them like from like the normal place, and these panels now cost an insane amount of money. Like a pack of 6 white panels costs like over $100 from what I could see. I'll take a look actually right now. Actually, hold on. Use a computer here. What am I going to use my phone for? It's called Wave. Yup. So, no lie, 6 panels is $100 plus tax and shipping. They used to be only like $60, but because it seems like they're out of print and no one's making them anymore, They're 100, and the price actually keeps going up. Yeah, here it is. So I may eventually get another pack. I actually have enough panels. I'll go through the pictures, but they're not letting me. Being stupid. I actually have enough of the panels to do a whole blue wall if I ever wanted to. The entire wall could be blue. I have 12 blue panels, okay? Then I have 6 black and 6 white. I may eventually get more white and do a whole white wall, but it's very expensive. They're very expensive for what they are. They're really not worth $100, you know? What are the panels called? Elgato Wave panels, I think they're called. No, Maestro David, he's not saying to add more. He's saying to swap out the colored ones. So get rid of these that are up there and make those white, which I could do, but they are very expensive. At any point, did I ever spend over $100 on a game? Oh, yeah. When I used to buy the collector's editions of games back in the day, when I used to do release day unboxing, frequently the collector's edition would be over $100 because it would have like a big figure and a collector's art book and a soundtrack or some kind of weird gizmo or gadget. Remember when it had the remote control car for Black Ops and stuff like that? Those always cost over $100. Always. I don't know what that is. Someone tipped $2. I have an idea for October. If we every goal do Movember, it could be good. What is Movember? Never heard of it. I've heard of No Shave November, but that's it. I don't know what Movember is. You have to explain these things. You have to understand that I'm disconnected from the nonsense of the internet. I don't know what you're talking about. Look up Arted 2 wood slat acoustic panels. Really? Let's see what that is. Thing is, I can't really do anything new on my wall. Arted wood slat acoustic panels. Oh, yeah, those look awesome. I mean, they're very fancy. A set of 4 of those panels is $160. Oh my god. Yeah, this is like super fancy stuff for like a living room or something. But yeah, those you could just put on the wall flat and affix them to the wall, and they kind of like they make up your whole wall. Would be those panels. They look very nice. I don't know how they would work with the lighting though. They have other ones too that are like wave designs and stuff. Different. Yeah, that's interesting. This is like, you know, like your whole wall of your living room or something like that, which we could definitely do. But they're very expensive. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It looks like if I were to cover my whole wall, it'd be like $1,000. So I don't know if I would do that. I like how it looks though. But remember, just a year ago, I put up all this stuff on the wall. It's all the framework to hang these panels. So now there's a zillion holes in my wall. I guess it would be fine if I put up those panels like you're talking about. They're actually huge wooden panels with looks like slats. And it looks very nice, fancy, and apparently supposed to be really high quality, like soundproofing. It's growing a mustache in November. It's called Movember. I have a mustache. I don't know if you're aware. Okay. Any other stuff last minute before we start with the game? Because we're going to start with the game momentarily. I just want to be sure we got all the discussion out of the way so that we can fully focus on Chronos today. All right, we're going to begin it in a moment here.